Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, the home of the Thunder. We're broadcasting from the Chesapeake Energy Arena. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. Now Golden State's starting five. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. The Splash Brothers are the guards. And it's Barnes at the 3 spot.
You know, it's interesting. It really had been mostly a cordial relationship between Durant and the media up until last season. And then at the All-Star break, I mean, he had some biting remarks.
It's Westbrook with the drive. Out to Ibaka. Adams dishes to Ibaka. Westbrook passes to Ibaka. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And for all the flash and dash in Oklahoma City over the past few years, Serge Ibaka silently goes about his business. While all eyes are on the mega stars, Durant and Westbrook, Ibaka lurks around like a jaguar. I mean, finding opportunities to exploit any weakness in the opposition.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. And another 3 for Golden State.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Westbrook gets to Durant. It's Westbrook with the three.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Talking about Ibaka, he does so many things that help his team. The little things that always make a difference, even with his superb free throw shooting, up to a remarkable, Clark, 84% last year.
Yeah, but, you know, Ibaka had an injury of his own. As much as people talked about Durant's injury, the knee soreness Ibaka had cost him 18 games last year, so that was tough for him.
Barnes dishes to Curry. Bogut kicks to Thompson. And it's blocked by Adams. And Waiters with the bucket on the assist by Westbrook. Waiters got his first bucket in this one. Curry kicks to Green. 3-pointer. They get it back. Barnes. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg. Flying high and throwing down the hard one-handed.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Yeah, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes there. Some of Harrison Barnes' teammates have referred to him as the senator because of the way he carries himself. And, you know, a very level-headed, dignified young man, and just he has an air about him.
And Harrison Barnes at times has been criticized in the past for not being more, Clark, assertive on the court.
Well, you know, it's interesting. He had to weather the pressure of expectations since high school. I mean, people were comparing him to Kobe Bryant back then, but HB can't get caught up in that. He's got to be true to himself. You know what I tell guys? Do you.
Yeah.
Do you.
Another miss by Westbrook. Back to Curry. On deep. It's hauled in by Adams.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have a role.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep.
Bogut kicks to Green. No good. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Here's Waiters. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And it goes on Draymond Green. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Dennis Cantor's checked in for Adams. Roberson comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Foy in for Russell Westbrook. And Singler kicks to Foy.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
Thunder trailing by 10. Cantor inside, skates on him, and Cantor throws it down.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
He is one of the most determined rebounders, Clark, we have got in the NBA.
Yeah, you're calling it right, Kevin. I mean, he gets so many second chance points because of how hard he works to get to the rebound.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Not good shot selection. Long range and the defender all up.
And, you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
Now, here is Four. Following the miss by Kyle Singler. And now, running up the court, Barbosa pushing it up. Here's Roberson. Paddles through traffic and lays it in. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Livingston. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Livingston's got his first points in this one. McCoy kicks to Cantor. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Thunder shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
In the season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there. I'll bet he didn't either. As good a foul shooting.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Warriors lead by 6. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
It's just been a long-range battle for them and one that they're winning right now.
Yeah, sharp shooting from deep, a big part of why they're up.
Trailing by 6. They look back on the Thunder last season. The game was easy. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big three, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those three was able to finish the season.
Cantor is the power forward with Adams in the middle. Morrow is the 2 with Durant the 3. And it's Westbrook in at the point. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry. And listen, those injuries really did the Thunder in. I mean, at no time during the season did they ever really get a chance to gel and play any stretch of games with their entire roster. Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
It's stolen by Adams. Westbrook with it. And a missed late.
You know, every franchise will have a year that is just lost to injuries. I mean, it happened. The hard part of it for the Thunder is that it happened while so many of their stars are in their prime.
Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the basket for Morrow.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down on the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Singler comes in for Cantor. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Anthony Morrow. Golden State also making some changes. Barnes is checked in for Rush. And Curry subbed in for Ian Clark. Now Green, after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Will get the pass to Green. Dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
Hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Now here's Durant. He's got 6. Westbrook dishes to Durant. And that one's good. Durant's got 4 points in the quarter.
And you know, guys, that's one of the things I like about Adams. I mean, he'll draw the ire of opposing players just because of how he approaches the game.
Westbrook again. He's Curry. And the Warrior lead has been cut down to 3 on the bucket from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 6 points.
You know, huge height advantage there. But because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control is essential in that situation. I mean, you're giving up a bunch of height, and you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Yeah, and guys, Adams doesn't want to be known as a dirty player. I mean, I think he feels he plays aggressive and he hustles.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, and he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
Singler outside. Stolen by Thompson. Barnes kicks to Thompson. Stolen by Waiters. And here we go with Westbrook running up the court. Great D that time from Green.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. The game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Out to Thompson. It's Curry outside. And the Warriors miss again.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
You can point to any number of things, Clark. The Warriors did well last year. Their play on the road being one of them.
Well, the Warriors were exactly road warriors all season long. Hit the ground running and finished with the league best 28 road win.
The Thunder leading by 3. Here's Waiters. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Off the run. Oh, and the dunk by Barnes.
Clark is that not improbable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
And think about it, guys. That's one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that. And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Durant, no good.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Green, the screen. On its way from Curry for two. Misses the wing check.
I can't figure out, guys, what's going on with him this quarter. I mean, he hasn't got one shot to drop.
Shot's good by Waiters. Inside. And finished off by Bogut.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
And so here is Oklahoma City. It's tipped. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Thunder out in front. They're up by 3. And we'll be back right after half. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
A nice quarter for Westbrook. He's got 10 points, and he's created a lot of chances for his teammates also.
And Clark, some of those assists that he's got today have been just electric.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
That slasher mentality was on display in that first half. He got to the rim consistently.
Well, I tell you what, he got that great first step, and he must have had some quickness porridge or something because he looks a little faster today than normal.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. Barnes and Green of the forward set. And it's Bogut, and at the 5,
And how about Harrison Barnes, the Black Falcon? I mean, he was a high school phenom in Ames, Iowa, and a lottery pick back in 2012 after 2 seasons at Carolina. Remember also in high school, he was a teammate of Dougie McBuckets.
It's tipped. And now it's Raiders running. He can go all the way. It's stolen by Green. Westbrook against Curry. And it's all evened up. Curry's got 9. Harrison Barnes, of course, went to North Carolina, grew up as a huge fan of former Tar Heel Michael Jordan.
Yeah, you know, interesting, his mother started taping Jordan's games on the VCR years before he was born. His given name, Harrison Bryson Jordan Barnes. How about that for a factoid?
I didn't know that.
Nor did I.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoff.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Enes Kanter's checked in for Adams. Rogerson comes in for Kevin Durant. Andy Foy, he's checked in for Dion Waiters. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. Here's Roberson from 11 feet away. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Livingston. That's good. And for Billy Donovan, we were talking about him. He had been with Florida for so long, the Gator program built by him. It would be a big change. And he had been thinking about it, though, before. He almost took the Magic job back in 2007.
You know, there was a change of heart for him with the Orlando gig. And Donovan's done nothing but win at Florida. And he'll have that same pressure to succeed with the high expectations with the Thunder. And he's stroking it well, but he just hasn't shown the aggressiveness that they need out of him. Probably in front by more if he was taking more shots.
And Verejao kicks to Livingston. They get the rebound. And it's slammed in by Verejao.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent MGA from converting that one.
Well, clearly this is the kind of game that could come down to 1 or 2 plays, and he wants to be the guy to make those plays.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
From the arc. Kane can't hit. The Warriors lead it. Iguodala outside. He feeds it to Livingston. Golden State moving the ball around. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
Well, for the season the Warriors put together, they came out way ahead of everybody else in the West. I mean, given how tough the West was last year, that makes their 67-win season all the more impressive. One of the best in history, in my mind.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blower. Warriors took apart the West last season. They went 42-10 against the rest of the conference. The games between them and second place in the West were the same as the games between second place and 8th in the West.
And the Warriors didn't just pick on the little guys. I mean, they had big wins over the top teams in the West. Against the rest of the playoff teams, the Warriors were 2-5.
Anthony Morrow's checked in for the Thunder.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal. Dividends instantly on the fast break. Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Roberson gets the bucket.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Curry outside. Another miss by Curry. The Thunder lead by 5. Morrow, the best to about. Again, the Thunder score.
You know, usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks. But that's not the case here.
Well, it's about rhythm. And they put this run together on the strength of their mid-range jump shot. They might as well be layups with the way they're shooting.
And Voigt kicks to Ibaka. There's the dish to Cantor. 1:05 left in the third quarter. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Durant comes in for Serge Ibaka. Dion Waiters checked in for Roberson. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Randy Ford. Curry from deep three-point range. The long-distance three is buried. Curry's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Warriors.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
You're right on target there, Greg. Of the last 10 points they've allowed, 8 have come from in close.
Curry with another miss.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamorous stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. They set the screen. Green. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Green's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Thunder lead by 6. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. We've got Payne. Enes Kanter is out there with Nick Collison. Then there's Andre Robertson. And it's Morrow in the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
And the pass to Collison. The feed to Morrow. And Iguodala comes to help. Warriors trail by 4. This is to Livingston. To the middle. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Time call here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Just watching Festus Ezeli out of Vanderbilt play. He's got the big body inside, moves pretty fluidly, adroit, good footwork. He's kind of got the whole package.
Yeah, he does. He's a space eater. He's very strong, physically good frame. He's a load down there. And what you said, the fact that he's fairly agile, makes him tough.
Different look here for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut. He's checked in for Festus Ezeli. Harrison Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. Thompson is checked in for Ian Clark. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. When you look at the roster of the Thunder from last year, Clark, they knew how to build from within.
Well, last season's roster, everybody but one player was either drafted or acquired via trade. That's a rare combo in the NBA.
And guys, for the Thunder, listen, they're not a big market team. They've had to make sacrifices with money to stay competitive. They do a terrific job with the limitations that small market presents.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
And, you know, as we've seen, success in the NBA can come in a lot of different packages. I mean, it can't happen without the big free agent signing and spending. It helps to draft a guy like Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook for that matter.
And Robertson gets to Morrow. Here's Kanter. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Yeah, and a big year for Enes Kanter last season. I mean, traded from the Jazz to the Thunder and finally saw the minutes that he was hoping for.
Here's Barnes. Oh, he misses the dunk.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Thompson outside. Lots of room. And right through it goes. And Kanter did play well with the increased minutes last season. Clark averaged a double-double after the trade.
I think it was a great fit for him in Oklahoma City. He still has work to do, but now that he feels like he's in the right environment, I think we're going to see that great potential of his start to come to fruition.
Green dishes to Bogut. Back to Green. Launches a 3. Great D that time from Collison. The Thunder leading by 4. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. Fast break. Barnes has got it. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
You know, Barnes is playing well. He's got 10 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Cantor. Ibaka comes in for Nick Collison. Kevin Durant's checked in for Anthony Morris. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Kane.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that gym, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
They get that one, but guys, on the night, that's been the problem, securing the ball.
They've been out-hustled. At this point, hard to see them recovering from that.
No good from Bogut. The Thunder lead by 4. Durant just inside the line. And that one comes up a bit short. Now here's Curry. Pass to Barnes. Timeout called by Golden State. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
He needs to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Steve Kerr was just going over the plan with his team. He actually lit into them pretty heavily, saying, "We're being way too soft on the inside. I'd better start to see some toughness and more shots being challenged. No more easy baskets." Pretty strong words, guys.
Thanks, Doris.
They're getting on the roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Two-handed jam.
Kevin, I tell you what, when he gets to the rim like that, he's really hard to stop.
Yeah, he can get up a few notches higher. There's no doubt.
And that's how the game is played on the inside. You can play over the top. You've got a great advantage.
Tips it. Great positioning on the putback. And now just a 2-point Oklahoma City lead.
Excellent work to turn that miss into 2 points on the tap in.
Hustle points, I believe they're called.
Yeah, instincts there. Just having a knack, really the instincts to just get after it on the backboard.
I don't know if this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, hey. He's an athlete. I can't fault him. Although, if he missed it, and really he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Judging by that gym, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
That's a nice surge for them just when they need it in a game that was so tight.
And it's set back by Spence. Thompson passes to Barnes. Iguodala with it. Guarded now by Durant. Iguodala's drive. It's tipped. Spates. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. They'll go to the line.
That's as big a free throw as you're going to ever see. I mean, they can come up big on defense. We're going to overtime.
Durant ahead to Thompson. Right side Durant. The 15-footer. Again, Durant missing. Iguodala kicks to Thompson. Knocks down the trifecta.
Man, he's got a tremendous ability to knock it down from deep. I mean, that's a big-time triple.
No doubt that's a difficult shot. You're talking 3 or 4 feet beyond the arc.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're down by 3. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
and there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to go for the three. A quick, easy bucket inside will do.
Well, I think the clock's a little short here for that. I'm not quite sold on the quick two. I think they've got to look for a quality three to try to tie this thing up based on where the clock is right now.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places we could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot.
And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
Our timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're trailing by 5. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And a quick bucket and a foul is really the only option at this point.
And the important thing about the foul is who you foul. They don't want to send a top-notch free thrower to the line if they can avoid it.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
Time call here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They trail by 5. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what do you think?
You know, and not only do you want to draw up a score here, but it's got to be a quick one.
Yeah, it has to be quick. They've got to convert, and then there has to be an immediate foul.
And so here is Oklahoma City. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. It's in!
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Timeout called for Warriors. They're in front by 3. Just 2 seconds left in the game. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession.
And a chance here to send it to overtime.
Got NBA basketball. We're live at the Oracle Arena in Oakland, California.
All right, ready to
the
go?
home of the Warriors.
Ready to go?
Live on 2K Sports. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And Chris Burke reporting from the sidelines. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So for the Clippers right now, Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. And it's Mbah Moute in the three, the small forward.
Well, one of the things I think we forget about with Chris Paul is just how clutch he is as a player. I mean, hitting the go-ahead shot in Game 7 against the Spurs last postseason was a big reminder to everyone that this guy is clutch.
Curry kicks to Green. Shot is off. Great D that time from Griffin. We're about 1 minute into the first. To the left side wing. Paul kicks to Redick. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Clark, this offense has really been clicking.
No doubt about it, giving the defense all kinds of trouble.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Pass to Griffin. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Well, you see Blake Griffin, and he is known for his huge dunks and ability to score, but he is a very well-rounded power forward. He's one of the best power forward passers in the league. There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter. Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hand.
And Green gets it to go. And for Griffin in his passing, often you'll see him set up teammates, Greg, for easy looks and dunks.
Now this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up.
Can't remember the last time they missed one. Remarkable shooting here.
Curry attacking on the wing. Thompson Tries again. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Paul goes in. Can't get it to go. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Here's Barnes. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
That's a precision shot. She's got to be precise. No room for error on the floater.
The Oracle Arena was rocking last season, and with good reason. The Warriors would finish a league best 39-2 at home last year.
And how about that 39-2 record put them one off of tying the best record ever in the NBA. That record, by the way, belongs to the Celtics with 40 wins back in 1986.
And finished off by Bogut.
The defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass. Well, I tell you what, you look at the Warriors, and they were actually unstoppable in every way last season. Average home margin of victory was 13-plus points. A lot of those games weren't even that close as they let things get tight in garbage time.
And the wide open shot from Green. Misses the three. Paul left side. Again, the Clippers.
And more on the Warriors' home dominance. Shot almost 50% as a team at home, which led the league. Shot over 41% from beyond the arc as a team.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Well, at this point in his career, Clark, it's safe to call Chris Paul one of the all-time great point guards.
Yeah, without question. I mean, for a long time, it was hard to argue that Chris Paul wasn't the top point guard in the league. Even now, you can make arguments for others, but Paul is always going to be in the conversation.
And the Warriors with a completely new five on the floor. And then for the Clippers, Aldridge comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Green for Blake Griffin.
And that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a big dunk. Those are ways that you can really change the momentum in a game.
Well, they got to chip away, Clark, at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
And that's what he's out there for, guys. I mean, he is an electrifying player, no doubt.
And with Paul, it is all about his consistency. Other point guards will have better years or stretches than him, but he just puts up huge numbers year in and year out, literally like clockwork. I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
And he gets the bucket.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Redick with the bucket.
You know, it's amazing to me how little fanfare CP3 gets. I mean, he's not a flashy player, but you look at his effectiveness on the court, and he's a once-in-a-generation kind of talent. I mean, he's done it all his entire career.
When you think about Sean Livingston, you think about the career that might have been an absolute rising star after being taken Clark fourth back in the 2004 draft.
Kevin, he was averaging over 5 assists a game as a teenager, and his shot was improving every year. Then the devastating knee injury. Just great to see him back playing basketball.
They get it again. Here's Aldridge. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range, so I'd have to agree with you, partner.
Redick for three. It's rebounded by Livingston. Here's Spates. And release. just in time. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Clippers lead by 10. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Clippers.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And also like the attack off the bounce. I mean, they're taking the initiative here in terms of getting into the lane and forcing the defense to collapse.
It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Johnson. They're in the backcourt. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Barnes at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Here's Curry. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And guys, you talk about ascendant stars in the NBA. None brighter than Steph Curry, as the leading vote getter for the All-Star game a season ago. But what I love, he doesn't let it go to his head. I mean, he remains grounded and focused on winning.
Johnson outside. Back to Griffin. He kicks to Rivers. Just 5 on the clock. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. What I like, though, about Stephen Curry also is his demeanor. Clark, he cheers on his teammates, keeps his head up through adversity. He does it all.
Yeah, he's pretty much unflappable. He's level-headed, and he puts his teammates first. That's what makes him a championship-caliber superstar.
Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Here's Rivers. Here's Griffin. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And check out the bounce.
Bounce to the outs. Clark, how about that?
Yeah.
All right,
You
showing
said
him
it,
off
Kevin.
right there. Good move.
You said it, my man. He's a highlight reel waiting to happen.
Crawford with the ball. Headed now by Barnes. Barnes against Crawford. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Johnson. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Brandon Rush is checked in for Andrew Bogut. And the Clippers with the change here, too. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Blake Griffin.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Here's Pierce. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And now it's an 11-point Clipper lead.
That's what they're hanging their hat on today, fellas. Hard-nosed, smash-mouth play down on the low block.
Old-fashioned, isn't it, my man? Old-fashioned, pound-the-rock basketball, and it is definitely working for them.
Timeout called the Warriors. Clippers were so strong on the road last season. They led the league, Clark, in field goal percentage while on the road, and actually they scored more points away from Staples than in it.
Especially down the stretch, Kevin. I mean, they finished the regular season with 8 straight road wins to get home court advantage in the first round. Superb.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Johnson, the pass to Crawford. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. And the Clippers lead by 13.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers. It feels a lot bigger than it is.
Yeah, the score has a lot to do with that. Their overall effort and execution has been elite.
Iguodala against Johnson. It's Iguodala with the drive. Here's Ozili. And the foul called on Jamal Crawford. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Johnson over to help. Livingston kicks to Iguodala. And stolen by Jordan.
And you know what? The double team there, that quick hitter threw up for a loop there and forced the turnover. Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it. Boy, for Jamal Crawford, guys, it's been a really good career. Not many guys can maintain his level of quickness after 15 years in the league. I mean, but last season, he finally started to show a little wear and tear.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Green, he's checked in for Pierce. Mbahumute comes in for Wesley Johnson. And Paul subbed in for Austin Rivers. Crawford with the ball. Barbosa picks him up. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
And back to Crawford last season, he was down in field goal and three-point percentage. Plus, he battled with a calf injury that ultimately kept him out of 17, 18 games late in the year.
Yeah, Kevin, but his deep range spread the floor when he was out there. He still has that presence about him that you have to honor him. And he also hits some very timely shots. A dangerous assassin who always needs to be accounted for.
They grabbed their own miss. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. It's on Mbahumute. The Warriors have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
And Iguodala knows just how deadly his teammates can be from outside, and he looks for them to get their shot before getting his own. I think this situation for him at Golden State's perfect for his skill set.
Ian Clark's checked in for Golden State. And then for the Clippers, Aldridge comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Jamal Crawford. And Cole Aldridge with the slam.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Look at the metrics for it, Clark, and Iguodala is onto something. He just knows to look for the best team shots.
Yeah, he's got a really good basketball IQ, and I think it's his selflessness that allows him to tap into that, especially at the offensive end. Rarely forces situations offensively.
Paul with the ball. Bogut picks him up. 18 feet out. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. The drive by Thompson. There's Green with the 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3-ball. They're finding holes in this defense.
And no doubt the defense had better play a little tighter.
Nobody near Barnes. Bogut dishes to Barnes. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Barnes has got 5. Green, the screen. Shot by Paul. Nobody around. No good. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. The Clippers on top, up by 8. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. The second half just about to get going here.
Griffin just having a terrific game. He has 12 points and 1 rebound.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. You look at Blake Griffin in this game, he's been everywhere.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. And it's Mbah a Moute in the small forward. Paul takes